Hello there, boxing fans around the world. Thank you for joining me once again on Talk and Fight as we discuss the headlines of the day, courtesy of our friends across the pond at Boxing 247. Thank you very much, Christian, for all your help. And you got a great team, I got to say. They keep on supplying me with more and more news and information from around the world than I even imagined was happening, quite frankly, on a day-to-day basis. But here it is. So let's get into it. Let's see what we're looking at today. Quite frankly, we see out of... Yes. 24-0, Santiago Dominguez returns this Friday against Jesus Antonio Rubio. Yes. Undefeated Santiago Dominguez, who's 24-0 with 18 knockouts, arguably Mexico's number one welterweight fighter, returns to the ring for the first time in 2021 to headline the October 15th RJJ Boxing at the Auditorio Benito Juarez in Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. This is presented by Roy Jones Jr., Boxing Promotions, in association with De La O Promotions, Coachul Pro, and World Cup Boxing Series. Of course, it'll be streamed live and available on UFC Fight Pass, and I encourage you to watch that one. That's going to be the heavy-handed Santiago, who's the former NABF welterweight champion, who's going to take on Jesus Chino Antonio Rubio, who's 13-4 with 7 knockouts. It's going to be a 10-round main event. It's going to be a good battle. Looking forward to that one for sure. Interestingly enough, we see that iconic sports presenter Jim White has joined Pro Bellum. Legendary radio and television presenter Jim White is the latest massive name to join Pro Bellum. White will serve as Pro Bellum's first ambassador and will contribute to Pro Bellum's promotion and programming in the coming months. White is one of the best and most recognizable sports presenters around, having spent nearly 25 years working as the main anchor on Sky Sports News, becoming synonymous for his excellent coverage during transfer deadline day each season. Those of you over in the UK will be familiar with him, and it's good to see that Pro Bellum is moving onwards and upwards. Jack Massey hits the headline. Jack Massey lands a world title shot against Bilal Laguni. Sorry, I don't know that one. On November 26 at the Bolton White's Hotel in Bolton, England. Fight Academy's Jack Massey gets a chance of a lifetime on November 26 when he faces Bilal Lagoon for the International Boxing Organization IBO World Cruiserweight title at the Bolton White's Hotel, live on Fight Zone. Again, if you're over in the UK, check that out. Speaking of the UK, at the Utilita Arena in Birmingham, Davies clamps the WBC strap. Host of BCB fighters were in action Saturday night at the Utilita Arena in Birmingham. I think I mentioned this yesterday. Worcester's Owen Cooper, Telford's Macaulay Owen, Walsall's Ryan Woolridge were all victorious, with Cooper and Owen getting their opponents out early with impressive stoppages. Great fights out of Birmingham. Let's just see. Ooh. Kane Baker enjoying, and eyeing domestic rivals if he can pick up another quick win. Kane Baker will be going after his rivals if he can pick up another quick fire victory all the 20 days since last seeing action. This time it's on home turf at the H Suite in Edgbaston, Birmingham, during a weekend doubleheader of shows staged by BCB Promotions, set for October 16th, 17th. He's part of Saturday's fight night, which will be the 24th time in the pro ring. Less than 3 weeks earlier, Baker successfully completed a full 6 rounds at Walsall Football Club. The 31-year-old Brummie from Bartley Green claimed each session against Dean Evans to register a points whitewash, earning a 60-54 decision from referee Chris Dean. It was the ideal way for Baker to rebound from his last defeat, where he was halted during the 5th of a 10-rounder to Yusuf Kamari in March. And that took place on a Sky Sports televised bill in Gibraltar, one of 6 times Baker's boxed in front of their cameras, along with appearances on BT Sport and ITV Boxing. So there's lots of news coming out of the UK these days. Let me have you one quick last story here. I've already mentioned Jack Massey, haven't I? Last one then. Here we go. Miguel Meduno versus Jose Luis Rodriguez headlines New Blood on October 22nd. Oh, yes, this is the one I was trying to figure out for you boys, whether we were talking about Ontario, Canada or Ontario, California. I believe it's Ontario, California. Undefeated lightweight sensation Miguel El Explosivo Meduno, who's 25-0 with 23 knockouts. Mike Orr, take note, is scheduled to headline Thompson Boxing's New Blood event on Friday, October 22nd, against Jose Luis Laboa Rodriguez, who's 25-14 and won with 13 knockouts in the 8-round main event. And this event will take place at the Doubletree Hotel in Ontario. I'm 99.9% positive, California. Doors are open at 6:30, and you get your tickets through thompsonboxing.com online. All good stuff. And that looks like about it for today's news and headlines from around the world. And I thank you for joining me. Appreciate your time. And I enjoy seeing you tomorrow as we go through the news and headlines, courtesy of boxing247.com and our good friends across the pond. We'll see you tomorrow.